Hey guys, well, tragedy hit this phone, and as you see, it's quite literally gone. There's no way I can see anything on the screen. I have no idea what it's doing. It turns on, but it's broken here, here, and here. And as weird as that sounds, actually, it only fell once. It fell, yes, on the concrete floor, but it was with this so-called protector, whatever this is. It fell face down, and here we are today. Now, I don't want to waste this phone. I want to use it. There's one way that you can use it, and you will need one of these guys. This thing here is literally the best investment you'll make for a broken phone, and yet it works with most USB-C phones, if not all of them, so far, to take your screen and make it into an HDMI output, which is one of the best things you can do after the tragedy. So that's exactly what I'm going to do. It's the Belkin. I'm going to use just a regular Samsung charger. I'm not going to use anything fancy. Just the one that came with Samsung itself, with the regular USB that came with Samsung, and that's all I'm going to plug it in. But obviously, if you have a 65-watt charger, would be even better if you want to plug other things. But let me show you the features really quick. USB 3.0 Type A, Ethernet, VGA, HDMI, and USB-C power in. And this is the USB-C that goes to your broken, unfortunate device. Link will be in the description for this beautiful device by Belkin. Not sponsored. I just love what they did with it. Now what we're going to do, I usually use this one for a lot of stuff, and in this case, it was connected already via Bluetooth to this phone, but you can reconnect it after you connect to the monitor. Now let's do just that. Let me just plug some cables really quick. There's an HDMI that goes in. Here's the power that comes in here. I'm gonna connect my mouse right here in the USB port. You can connect anything else, by the way. It's not just these. You can connect VGA, you can connect other USB stuff. And lastly, we're gonna connect our broken phone and see when we turn on this monitor what happened. And here's Samsung DeX. This is coming straight from our phone to the monitor via this Belkin. Now there's other connectors that will kind of do the transfer. In my opinion and my experience so far, I haven't seen any actually do it better than this Belkin device here. Let me take this out so you guys can see better. And the mouse now, look on the screen. I can use it almost as if it was a computer. That's inside my phone. And if your phone doesn't have DeX, you have another phone, for example. Let me exit DeX right here. And you see mirrored, actually, my phone directly without DeX. And in my case, I have this tiny keyboard that I use when I don't use my wired mouse, and it just functions like a normal mouse and keyboard, especially for these phones that is broken right now. It works really good, and I am really glad I purchased this Belkin a while ago because I didn't know this day would come. I just bought it because it looked cool, and I thought, okay, maybe that's what I need. Well, did I need it? Yes, I did. And if you wanted to, you can connect it via Ethernet. In case some of you have forgotten already what Ethernet is, it's these little cables that you plug in. You can plug it in to this back here. I don't need in this case because I already have Wi-Fi connected to this phone, but just in case you needed to, as you see, the lights will start turning on. That means right now, if I turn off my Wi-Fi, I'll be connected to Ethernet. I don't need it. Or let's say you have an older monitor, which this is quite old, but you had an older one than this, you can connect VGA. You don't necessarily need only HDMI. You can go with VGA. Or alternatively, you can use this phone as a media device. Let's say it broke. In this case, this phone, for example, the screen costs over $200 to be replaced. And I am not Bill Gates. So, in that case, I'm just gonna use it as a media device, as you see right here. It is beautiful. It would connect to your TV. You don't just need to connect it to a monitor. Connect it to a TV. Go to your YouTube or whatever you choose to watch with. You can have a regular browser, you can have the YouTube app, you can have whatever you would like to watch it on. And let's see, for example, if we can open my own video in full screen after this ad goes away, which I don't want to watch. Not that I have anything against ads, but it's in my own channel and just feels weird. As you see, boom. Now you have YouTube on a TV. If your phone is broken like mine, that's just another use for it. And you could connect it via Bluetooth, because most of the phones connect to multiple Bluetooth devices, to some of your Bluetooth peripherals that you might have a speaker, keyboard, mouse, whatever you have with Bluetooth, and use it that way without a single problem at all. Now let me just get out of here, and I believe this is a great use for it if you want to use one of your older phones to your screen or monitor or TV that your main screen does not work anymore, just like in my case. As I said, link will be in the description for everything you saw right here, including the cables, just in case you want to do exactly the same thing I do here to replicate. I will leave that all in the description below, including the monitor. It will not be gold when you look for it, but it will be just the regular black monitor that it came as. So the other ways will be that are alternative to this one if you don't want it, which I don't see a reason why you wouldn't want it, but anyway, that's your choice. Anker makes a similar one, but simpler, doesn't have all the other ports, built really nice with some kind of aluminum, and you can just plug it to your phone one side and plug the other one, the HDMI, to your monitor and wait for it to turn on, and voila! Now you have a working phone or screen to your monitor without a problem. Doesn't require external power or anything. It's braided, nice cable, really beautifully built, and it works with almost any USB-C phone. It doesn't necessarily need to be a broken phone like mine, but if you need to, this is the cable that you would go for. Link will be in the description. And now the next cable and the last would be an option that's VGA only. And the third option would be one of these made by Uni. I'll leave a link in the description below. This is quite similar to Anker, by the way. Both that metal construction and the whole braided cable, they're awfully similar, as you would think it was made by the same company, but they're not by the same company. One is Anker and one is Uni. And we're gonna take a look at Uni itself. It's a VGA to Type-C or Type-C to VGA that will connect your device to a monitor. Your device doesn't need to be broken like mine, but in case, you can do that. Let me plug it into our phone real quick. As you see, my phone is quite gone. There's nothing that works on the screen anymore. But besides that part, the phone itself internally works. And now we're gonna take our VGA cable, plug it to our Uni, and see what happens to the screen. And as you see, you are inside your screen. You can have a keyboard or mouse or whatever you want to connect to your phone via Bluetooth, and you can use it that way. And the lag is non-existent, works really fast, really good, very reliable, and in my opinion, it's one of those must-have cables in your tech bag or in your drawer, just to have around to connect the phone. You never know when a disaster like mine strikes, or without a disaster, you can just connect your phone to your monitor or your TV directly with a cable without the whole wireless. Let's say if you don't have a wireless connection in your house or whatnot, or your TV is older and doesn't have Miracast or Chromecast, know that. You can just use one of these cables from your phone to your VGA cable to the back of the monitor or TV and use it that way. In my opinion, it's another must-have cable for your devices. And with that said, I hope you liked this video and we will see you next time. Bye!